What's going on, y'all? Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. I want you to hit that like button. Make sure you sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content as well as all of my videos. Now, recently, Larry Joe Bird, as you know, Hall of Famer, three-time champion, lifetime Boston Celtic, one of the greatest to ever do it. Plus, he's on my he's on my starting five. I got him starting at the small forward position. He had recently came out and told everybody to quit complaining and quit whining as it pertains to LeBron James. Now, I'm going to put the link to the article in the description so that you can go ahead and use your best judgment and take a look at it. He basically said in the article that LeBron James, while people are sitting here saying this and saying that about him, they need to enjoy LeBron while he's here because he's one of the greatest, if not the greatest to ever, greatest players to ever do it. And here's what I say to that. Okay. I don't think that people necessarily, they're not talking about the play necessarily of the play of LeBron James. I'm talking about in terms of his basketball, him as a player. I think what they're talking about is when you know how LeBron moves in terms of doing certain things that has pretty much put this league at a standstill, so to speak. Okay, and when you snake players, okay, when you go behind their back, when you fake, to be, their friends, and when you destroy organizations, when you throw people under the bus, when you get players traded, when you never want to take all of the blame for everything, but yet alone you want to put everything else on another player or someone else. I think that's what people have a problem with. Okay, now Larry Bird is of course from another era, and when he says no whining, I mean he's not lying about there wasn't any type of whining way back when. They didn't want to hear no whining or no crying. But Larry, come on now. You got the biggest one right here in LeBron James whining and crying because he wasn't able to get no trades done in time. And to me, I just feel that, Larry Bird, a part of him may feel that way because I'll give Larry Bird, his credit. He does give the younger generation and each, generation that comes in, he does give them, their credit and everything. But, he's saying to enjoy them while they're here. Well, my thing is this: you have to be good to the game, And listen, when LeBron had came in, he came in green. He came in green, just like Every player does. They come in green, really not knowing, uh, how they're going to be. However, as they evolve, as they get older, as they maturate, then they start to figure out what they're going to do. Part of that is as a player, and part of that has to do, the business side. And it's just unfortunate, but LeBron has become a shrewd businessman, cutthroat. You know, some people hate it, absolutely disdain it, and there's actually some people that actually love it, and there's actually some people that could care less about the basketball side of things. They just like the fact that LeBron, in terms of his business moves, whatever he has to do, whether it's snaking people, stepping over people, doing whatever he has to do to get the bag or secure the bag, then that's what he'll do. And unfortunately, there's some people that like that. Now, me, I'm not going to move that way. But like I said, we live in a diverse society in terms of the way that people think, in terms of the way that people move and stuff. And we have to understand that there is a fan base. There's there's three different type of LeBron James fan bases. Okay, they're the people that absolutely worship him, like like they're willing to risk it all for LeBron James. There are people that don't have no dog in the fight whatsoever. That hey, he's a good player and everything. I don't hate him. I don't love him. They're neutral. And but they're not gonna sit there and disrespect him personally and everything. And then there are the ones who absolutely cannot stand him as a player, as a person, how he moves. There's some people that don't even like the people around him. Family, friends, all that. There's some people that really, if you are even in any way affiliated with LeBron James, they don't even want to have nothing to do with you. Like, I can say here that LeBron James is not in my top 5, or he's not in my top 10. People are gonna do everything that they can to try to hate on me, and that's fine. You're welcome to your opinion. But if I say that man is not top 10, in my opinion, that's my opinion. But I did not disrespect him, right? I did not, call the man out of his name, and I didn't do anything else. Now, from a business standpoint, and from, his the way that he moves, it's just facts. Okay, we have to understand that LeBron James has played for what, and it would have been 9, but he's played for, with the exception of Eric Spoelstra and Ty Lue, he's played for 8 head coaches for 3 different franchises, and it was almost 9 if Darvin Ham would have got fired. So put that into its proper perspective, and go look at some of the other coaches or some of these other players that, they remain with their coach for a time or two, and then if things didn't work out, then they were with their coach for a long period of time. But that's a lot of coaches, okay? Now, there might be some players that might have more, but I'm just giving you a prime example of what's going on, of what type of ego that you're dealing with. And all players have egos, and I carve it down the middle. If we're gonna bring LeBron into the deal, then of course we got to bring the others in the deal. But we are dealing with LeBron, whose ego is through the roof. Okay, and so Larry Bird, he had an ego too. Just like Michael Jordan had an ego, just like Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. All of these guys have egos, and their ego actually made them successful in some sort. However, I think where he finds a comfort in saying what he's saying, I'm talking about Larry Bird, is the fact that he understands some of the ways of the NBA and everything. But at the same token, I don't think Larry truly understands how people are really feeling. And there's a lot of people that just want him to exit the league so that the league can go ahead and move on, because the league is going to be fine without him. And I think that the I guess you could say the boiling point, it's been with Bronny. And it's no fault of Bronny, but if Bronny ends up getting drafted and he ends up playing with his son, oh boy, there's going to be a lot of people that are even more disgusted and more disappointed and more angry about the situation than them being appreciative. So that's my take on it. Y'all tell me what you think. I'm welcome to all comments as long as you keep it respectful. Like I said, I carve everything on this channel down the middle, okay? Straight down the middle. So make sure you like the video, share it, subscribe, hit the notifications so that you are notified. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. I'll get at you later.